So you said you've been playing for about 40 years, huh?
Yeah, on and off.
Yeah.
I played a lot in my 20s and 30s, and then I stopped for years.
Okay.
And I've just come back to it.
Okay. How long have you been playing since you came back?
About 5 years,
Okay.
4 years.
All right.
4
And you're
5
playing
years.
league?
I am now.
Yeah.
And I'm out. I probably shouldn't be. Not very good.
Actually, let's
Oh yeah.
put these over
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Got a spot for you right here.
Oh, look at you. Okay, perfect.
This your new one?
No, this is my breaker. My
Oh,
new
okay.
one's the black one.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got one of SVB's.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I've got the. This is which model is this one?
It's their new one. I can't remember what they call it.
Yeah, I think this is his version 1. I think that it might be the version 2, and you might have the version 3.
It's
very similar.
Yeah, no, someone looks identical.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. It works.
Well, what I'd like to do is
Yeah.
just have you shoot a rack of balls and
Okay.
just let me watch you and kind of
Okay.
see where you're at.
Okay.
And then we'll kind of figure out where to go from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right.
No, you use the same color. Great.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How long you been doing this?
Teaching, probably 10 years.
Okay.
8 to 10. Yeah, something like that. And just so you know, I'm watching you. I'm not really watching the table.
Okay.
I'm more interested in your fundamentals and see how you approach your shots, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So it's okay if you cheat and take ball in hand.
Okay. The 2 in here. Or not. Missed that. And the two back here. Or not. Keep leaving myself in the same spot. Eventually you get it.
Wow.
Third time the same shot.
All right, I think I got enough.
Okay.
All right, so what I'd like to go over with you first is the fundamentals. It can be kind of tough with somebody who's been playing for a really long time because it's hard to, if you have bad habits, it's hard to get out of them and reset yourself, especially if it makes you start shooting a little worse at first. But there's a difference between doing things the wrong way and then just doing things that are comfortable, right? For example, you might have an unorthodox stroke, for example, that's not, it's not the conventional fundamental way of shooting. But if you look at somebody like Francisco Bustamante, you can see that his fundamentals are really wacky, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's okay, but I do think that you have some fundamentals that you could really work on, and we'll kind of focus on those.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wrote down what the fundamentals are. These are the kind of the things that you kind of put together for every shot. Okay. And the first one is your stance. So we'll just start with that one. Now I noticed that when you shoot, so I'd like you to get down, come and just get on this ball like you're getting ready to shoot it. Okay. So I want you to notice, stand back up. I want you to notice what you did. What you're doing is you're stepping into the shot like this, and then you're adjusting your back leg. And you're kind of, your back leg is actually behind and around behind your shot.
Okay.
Which is causing you to have to kind of twist your body
Okay.
to get on the shot. What I'm going to suggest is something a little different, or this might be strange for you, but what I'm going to suggest is that your left foot be lined up with the shot.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to kind of talk about stance and approach because they both go hand in hand.
Okay.
Your approach is the way that you approach the shot, the way you look at the shot and address it. And then, of course, that leads right into your stance.
Okay.
Okay. So what you want to do, of course, is you want to figure out what am I shooting? Where am I aiming? What's my line of aim? Once you've figured out your line of aim, you want to step into your shot with your left or your right foot. In your case, you're right-handed, so your right foot in line with the shot. You see my foot is right underneath the cue.
Okay.
Okay. The left foot is actually going to be out here. It's going to be out of the way. And what that's going to allow me to do is I'm at an angle this way. It allows me to bend over on the shot straight over, so my head and my shoulder are in line with the shot. You see that?
I do.
If you can get behind me here.
Yeah.
You can see how my shoulder and my head are right in line with the shot.
Okay.
Right? That's what you want. So you want right foot. This foot's out here. It can be a little straighter if that's comfortable for you. Snooker players actually go 90 degrees. They tend to shoot like this. That's a
Okay.
little strange for pool. So about 45 degrees is what I suggest.
Okay.
And then find out what's comfortable for you. A little closed, a little more open, whatever. But when you're, and there's a neat little exercise that you can do. So what I want you to do is I want you to put your stick on the table in line with the shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I want you to do is I want you to just come on up to the butt of your cue, put the front of your foot right underneath it.
Okay.
And then stand straight up at a 45-degree angle to your stick. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Now I want you to just bend down. Okay, get back up again.
Okay.
So let's kind of bring your foot back a little bit farther over here and a little bit to the left. So you want it right underneath it. There you go, right there.
Okay.
Okay, 45 degrees, standing straight up. Okay, you point your toes a little bit more this way. Okay, now bend over the stick, straight over the stick.
Okay.
Now you'll notice your shoulder is right over the cue stick. Your head is right over the cue stick.
Okay.
Okay, this is good. Your back arm should be straight up and down. We'll talk about that later when we talk about the grip.
Okay.
But that is you lined up on the shot. How does it feel?
Feels that's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Feels natural.
Okay.
So,
good.
okay.
All right, let's move on. So, obviously, you're not going to lay down your stick and do all of that, right? You're going to figure out where that line is. And eventually, you're not going to have to look down. It's like when you're driving, you're not doing, this. You're just going to do it naturally, right? So, you're just going to step up to the shot with your right foot in line with the shot. Your left foot out here, a nice, comfortable, wide stance, a little bit wider than your shoulders.
Okay.
And then just bend down on the shot. If you need to, get a little closer, right? Depending on how close your bridge is.
Okay.
You might want a nice close bridge, in which case this is good. You want a longer bridge, you shift your grip back a little bit. Same exact stance though. See that?
I do.
Okay. Mine is a little more closed. I don't do the 45. Mine's more like about maybe a 30 degree.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what you want to do. You want to line it up. You want to step into the shot, but what's really important is where your bridge hand is. Okay. And if you need to adjust your feet so that coming down and putting your bridge gives you a nice comfortable stance.
Okay.
That's what we're aiming for. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Now the other thing, we're going to talk about your grip a little bit too.
Okay.
So go ahead and get back down.
Yeah.
So this is a good distance for your bridge.
Okay.
The important thing here is the distance from this point, your thumb, to your thumb in the back is always going to be the same. Doesn't matter how long this distance is. The ball could be here. The ball could be here, right? What matters is the distance between here and your back thumb.
Okay.
What you want is your back arm to be straight up and down. So scoot up, scoot up. You want, at the moment of contact,
Interesting.
the moment of contact, just hold it there. You want your back arm to be straight up and down.
Okay.
Okay. That's because as you swing, go ahead and swing through the stick, through the shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your arm has root. Now try not to move your elbow. Just move your back arm.
Okay.
Okay. That's what what it's going to do is if you've got everything locked in place, your back arm is going to look like a little semicircle. See that?
Yep, I do.
That's good. That's what you want.
Yeah.
You don't want to do a piston stroke.
Okay.
Okay. Which is your back arm adjusting to keep the cue level. You don't want to do that. You want swing.
Okay.
Right? Elbow locked, swing.
Okay.
Okay. So let me kind of show you this. Show you what this looks like. Okay. When I approach this shot, My bridge is right here. My back arm straight up and down. Nice bent elbow. I noticed you put your elbow down.
Mm.
If you're comfortable doing that, that's okay, but I would recommend just having it floating up here. If your center of gravity is good,
Yeah.
right, you should be able to bend over on the shot and stand straight up.
Okay.
Without having to push yourself off the table.
Okay.
Okay. So bent elbow off the table. Now this distance between my two thumbs is going to be the same whether I'm this far away from the ball or this far away from the ball. You see, I have to move my grip back
I
here
understand.
because I moved my thumb back here.
Okay.
If I move this up, you see how that moves?
I do.
See that? So these two are always going to be the same distance.
No, so that's keeping your right arm vertical.
Exactly.
Okay.
If I don't have a stick, you can see it even more. When I get down on my shot, I'm right here.
Mm-hmm.
My back arm is right here. It doesn't matter if I've got this much bridge or this much bridge, right? The stick is going to be just adjusted where it is. But my back arm and front arm, my two thumbs, are always the same distance apart.
Okay. Interesting.
So I approach with, the great thing is all I do is I keep a loose grip back here.
Okay.
Right? Because that way I can kind of move it back and forth. If I want to do a soft shot here and I'm doing a really short bridge, right? I just automatically know how to adjust my back arm. I can feel that it's straight up and down, right? But if I decide I want to do a little bit longer stroke, then I just adjust my back arm. Again, straight up and down. Also, if you come behind me,
okay,
you'll see that I'm straight up and down in this direction too, right? I'm not doing this.
Yep.
I'm not doing this. My wrist is locked. I could point straight down to the ground. Everything is lined up. And then deliver, right? So that's how every shot should be.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so I'll give you a couple shots to shoot at, and we'll try to put all that together.
Okay.
Go ahead. Now, what I want you to remember is every shot, let's talk about the pre-shot routine also. Pre-shot routine is part of the fundamentals. Your pre-shot routine is you're doing the same thing every time. What that does is it gets you into a memorization kind of, just a pattern.
Got it.
Always going to chalk. And when you chalk, you want to make sure that you're looking at your tip and you're covering all the bare spots, right? A nice even coat.
Okay.
All the way around.
Okay.
Okay. Doesn't mean you have to apply chalk every time, but part of this pre-shot routine is chalking. You're going to take a look at that. Then you're going to put your chalk down. Then you're going to stand behind the shot, stand back behind it. Watch your feet, watch your feet there. Look at your aim, look at the shot you're going to shoot. Doesn't matter if it's a simple shot like this or a long cut. Okay. Establish exactly what your line of aim is. Step into the shot. Now I want you to kind of spread your feet a little bit more and try to bend your knees a little bit and get down on the shot. Try to put your face closer to your cue. There you go. Nice.
Okay.
Remember that when you're shooting a gun, a rifle, you don't shoot it like this. You shoot it like this.
Right.
Better to have your face as close as possible.
Okay.
A lot of people do shoot like this, and if that works for you, it's okay. But try to get down as low as it's comfortable for you.
All right. I have a bent left arm.
Okay.
If it looks funny, it's just bent.
Okay.
And that's why I do tend to put my arm down.
No, that's fine. If that works for you, that's fine. I want to make sure that when you put your elbow down, you're not doing it to hold yourself up on the table. Whatever's comfortable for you. Remember, pre-shot routine. So
thank you.
Okay, now step back. Step back and look at your shot. Okay,
Okay.
figure out your line of aim. Drop the cue stick right on that line. Nice.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels good, actually. I've struggled with how to keep my elbow straight, and that actually just fixed a problem.
Good, good. I mean,
I can practice. That can work on that.
I should actually make a prop because I always talk about this, but imagine you have a stick and it's actually 4 segments, right? Connected by a chain in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. And you lay it loosely on the table, and then you have to go and make the whole thing straight.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if you go down and try to move this one, the one that's connected to it's going to move around.
Yeah.
Then you make that one straight, then this one's going to move around, and then you move this one, and then this one moves around. So it's really difficult to get it perfectly straight. What's the easiest way to make it straight? Grab both ends and stretch it out and lay it down, right? Yeah. That is your arm, your elbow, your upper arm, your shoulder, okay, and the stick in your hand, okay? Those are the segments. Okay? So the best way to get straight is to lay your stick down and be straight right from the beginning. Right? Get down and everything is lined up. Because if you get down on a shot, and you're not aimed right, and you get down and then you start moving stuff around, you try to lean over, you're moving this around, you're moving it, all of a sudden now you're not, your shoulder, your elbow, your head, your stick are not all going to be in the same line. Right? Because now you're starting to move the individual segments.
Understood. Like
I was telling you with that jointed stick, right?
Yeah.
So you get back up, you find the line, and you drop everything onto that line. Now everything is nice and lined up, and then you can get deliver a nice straight stroke. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay, let's try a few more shots. Let's talk about stroke.
Okay.
So I didn't really talk to you about the grip. Let's talk about that for just a second. I think that lining you up and getting you straight kind of straightened out a few other things.
It did.
Let's make sure on your grip. Let me see your grip as you come down on a shot.
Okay. Well,
there you go.
Good habits.
Yep.
I do like discipline.
Now remember how to approach this. You don't want to like approach and then kind of swing into it.
Okay.
You want to see the line and drop the cue right onto that line.
Okay.
Your foot is on the line and you drop the cue on the line. Your elbow and your shoulder and your head will all be on that line.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about your grip.
Okay.
Right now you're doing kind of a cradle grip. You're holding it like this. It's not necessarily bad. You're kind of doing that, but you're also kind of pinching them.
Okay.
Okay. What I want to see is I want to see 2 fingers holding the cue, either these 2 or these 2.
Okay.
And I want there to be no air gap.
Okay.
Okay. Whichever one of those is comfortable for you. Yeah. Remember that your back arm at the moment of contact on the ball, at this point here, your back arm should be straight up and down. So you can come forward just a little bit.
Yeah, I've got to work on that because that actually feels much better when I do that.
Now, the other thing is, let's go ahead and grip with these 2 fingers, grip solidly. And then these fingers, I want you to point them straight at the floor.
Okay.
When you do that, I don't want you to shoot like that. I want you to do that to make sure that everything here is lined up.
Got it.
Okay, locked in. Then you can loosen these up.
Okay.
And if it feels better to shoot with these 2, that's the ones I use. Then do that.
I do like that. Okay.
Okay. Now, when you put all of this together, your final setup might not have your back arm straight up and down.
Okay.
This might feel weird to you. Maybe this feels better to you.
Do that again. Just start again?
This right here?
Yes.
Versus this right here. I mean, they're both pretty much straight up and down.
Yeah.
Whichever one feels the most comfortable to you.
All right.
Okay.
I did find coming forward felt better,
Mm-hmm.
which is
What that's
interesting.
going to do, being farther back is going to give you a little bit more power on your shots.
Yeah,
Right. Being a little bit more forward is going to give you a little more finesse on your shots.
and that's what I need.
So it's really just finding that nice feel, whatever feels really good for you.
Okay.
You're having a tendency to loosen up your
My grip.
your grip a little bit. So make sure that you have. So you notice there's no air there.
Okay.
Right. The whole idea behind this is
You're doing this,
yes,
not this.
correct.
Okay. Understood. Okay.
Okay. If there's a little bit of an air gap because that's just the way your hand goes or that's what's comfortable for you, that's fine.
Yeah.
But what the key here is this. We want the wrist locked,
Okay.
right? We don't want to be ham-fisted to the point where we have to move our wrist in order to move the stick. Remember that the stick is doing this,
Okay.
right? If the stick is doing this and we have a grip on the stick, then our wrist has to move.
Okay.
We don't want that. We want the wrist locked. If I have a single point, now I can move the stick without moving my wrist, right? Either there or there.
Got it. I understand.
So then when I'm doing this, you can see my wrist doesn't flex.
Got it.
My wrist is locked to my forearm.
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's try a couple more shots.
Yeah.
Remember your approach. Remember your pre-shot routine. Okay, stand back up again.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to remember, step back. Look at the line of the shot. Okay. Step into it and lay your cue right on that line. Okay. That part is going to take some practice.
Okay.
Getting all of those pieces together. But just what I want it to look like is you're kind of stepping in. You put your foot back here. You're in the line. It's okay if you step in and then have to move your foot up a little bit.
Okay.
Right. But initially, this is on the line. You're on the line. You're kind of like you're landing a plane, right? You're coming in for the shot.
Okay.
You don't want to be coming like this, lay your stick down, bend over. You don't want to do that.
Okay.
Because now all of your individual joints are not lining up at the same time. We want them to line up at the same time.
That's
so by putting the foot there, the foot connects to the shoulder, connects to the elbow, connects to the hand, connects to the stick, and also the head, right? All of that naturally just comes right into line.
Okay.
And then as you're doing that, a little bit wider stance, down on the ball. Good. Let's do a couple more of those and then we'll move on to the stroke.
Okay.
All right, I want to observe something here.
Yeah.
One thing I've observed that you're doing on most of your shots. So you've got the shot here.
Yeah.
Right? If you put your cue on the line, pointing in the exact line of aim, your head, when you're looking at this shot, should be right in line with the cue. But you are kind of over here like this.
Yeah, coming in from the side. I am,
Right.
yeah.
So what I'd like you to do, is I want you to kind of, this is kind of what you're doing. If you've ever watched a golfer, do you know golf very much?
Not at all.
Okay.
But
if you've ever watched a pro golfer like on,
yeah.
on TV, you'll see that they get on there and then they're doing this, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, I know which way I want to hit it. Or they're like, okay, I need to drive it out there. They're right behind it. And then they kind of do this, right? They kind of come up like this while they get down to do their shot. They're kind of keeping their head in the line of that shot. It's kind of what I want you to do. I want you to look at the line of the shot like this. And then you can kind of step to the side, putting your foot here, right? Like this, but you notice my head is still in the line.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like doing this, and I'm keeping my head in line. And now that I've stepped into it and put my foot out here, my body is no longer in the line of the shot. My head still is.
Okay.
Right? Because I've kind of bent over a little bit, so I've swung my hips out. So I can stay in the line of the shot, and then I can drop straight on it. By having your head over here, you're having to put your foot out here.
Yeah.
And then bring your cue into that line. That's not quite what I want to see. What I want to see is your head right in the line of that. You need to be able to see the line of the shot right here.
Okay.
Okay. Step straight into it. Kind of swing your hip out a little bit. Drop your cue. Okay.
Got it. Is that better?
Yeah. How did it feel?
That felt fine.
That's good.
Okay.
One of the things I did notice in a few of your earlier shots is that when you shot these straight in, now this is an easy straight in shot, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of room for error.
Yeah.
You're hitting them and pulling the cue ball this way, very consistently coming out this way.
Okay.
Right? By lining everything straight up, hopefully you'll start shooting these a lot straighter and the cue will not deviate to the
Pull
side.
straight back. Okay.
Either pull it straight back or stop it.
Okay.
Either way, the cue ball should not drift to the left or right.
Okay. now you got me paying attention to it more.
That's good. So I want to make sure that when you're practicing and you're trying to fix things, don't try to overcompensate.
Okay.
Don't come in saying, okay, I need to aim this one more to the left. Okay, that's not a good way to fix the problem. To fix the problem, you keep approaching it. Identify what it is that's doing that, right?
Okay.
Oh, I'm not approaching it directly from behind. Or when I come in with my stick, I'm not coming straight down. I'm kind of coming in from the side.
Interesting.
Okay. When you are down on the shot, the moment that you're down on the shot, you should be able to tell whether you're aimed straight at that shot or not. I don't want you to adjust in there. I want you to make micro adjustments. Come up, come back down.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to observe this. See what this looks like. And you can tell just by looking at me getting ready to shoot this shot, that I'm not lined up perfectly, right?
Right.
You can see I'm aimed a little bit to the right of that 15, right?
I can.
Yeah, I'm shooting it this way and it's going to come back this way if I do a drop shot, right? So I'm going to adjust and get back down. Adjust and then get back down. And now you can see I'm lined up straight at that 15 ball. You see that?
I do.
The difference between that.
Yes.
And that. See that?
Yes.
And that. So you need to ask yourself on every shot, am I lined up exactly how I need to be?
Okay.
Am I going to make this shot? Am I lined up perfectly? If not, get up and make a little micro adjustment. If you have to get all the way up and completely redo, that's fine too. But you can just kind of get up, adjust your feet a little bit, and get back down.
Okay. All right. Now I'm overthinking.
Now, are you aimed completely straight?
No, I'm not.
Nope. What did I say?
Okay.
Stand up a little bit,
Okay.
micro adjust your feet, and get back down. How's that feel?
That feels good.
Okay, let's see it. Better.
Interesting.
You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to do those little tiny assessments.
Yeah.
Every time you get down to shoot, part of the pre-shot routine, what I like to call red light, green light, right? In your head, you shoot this shot. Do you have the green light to shoot this, or is something in you telling you something's not right?
Okay.
You might not know exactly what it is, but something isn't right.
Okay.
Right? That is your subconscious with 5 years plus the 40 years before of experience telling you you've shot this shot a million times before, and I know what's going to happen even if conscious you doesn't.
Okay.
Right? Listen to that and make your adjustments, because at some point you're going to get back up, you're going to adjust, it's going to click. You're going to be like, now I got the green light.
Right.
Before it was yellow, now it's green. Right? That's what you're looking for, that green light.
Okay.
Okay. So I want you to ask yourself, not only are you going to make this shot, but are you going to draw it back straight?
Okay.
If not, get up, make a micro adjustment, get back down. What do you think?
I'm not.
Okay.
Now I am.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Exactly. Do that every time.
Little fix.
Yes. Every single time. It doesn't matter if it's a simple shot like this, right?
Yeah.
Because this is the first of 7 more shots. If that ball doesn't go exactly where you're trying to make it go,
Yeah.
or exactly where you think it's going to go, because your aim was off and you didn't listen to that inner voice, that's going to magnify throughout all your shots. You're never going to run the table that way. Okay. Even if this is an easy one, even if this is an easy one and your next one's an easy one, okay? There is a big difference between this and this.
Right.
Right? Who cares how much draw I put on it? 6 inches, 12 inches, whatever. I've got my shot.
Right.
But now I have a straight in shot on the 5, and my next shot's at the other end of the table.
Right.
Would have been much better to be here so that I can go around the table to get to that ball. Right? This is a game of inches. Everything matters. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I want you to have that frame of mind on every single shot, no matter how easy it is, even if it's a straight in 6-inch shot into the side pocket.
Okay.
Okay. This cue ball should be doing exactly what you want it to do. You want it to stop, it should stop. If you want it to stop and you end up drawing it back 3 inches, that's not enough control. It needs to do exactly what you want it to do.
Okay.
Nobody's perfect, of course,
right.
But you want as close to that as possible.
Okay.
Right? The closer you are to that, the better chance you have of running a table.
Right.
Okay. Let's talk about the stroke.
Okay.
For the most part, it looks really good. I want you to think of the stroke a little bit more deliberately. Okay. It's not just the final thing that you do at the end of the whole routine and you're just like, okay, everything's good, blam, right? No, the stroke is also part of that deliberation.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and get down on that shot like you're going to shoot it. Don't shoot it yet.
Okay.
Okay. Now your back arm, remember at the point of contact, your back arm should be straight up and down. It's a little bit forward right now. I know you've probably gotten used to that, but that's a good spot right there. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter if your stroke is this long or if your stroke is only this long, right? You're going to do a soft shot, you're going to stroke a couple of inches, and then you're going to deliver. Okay. Okay. If you're going to do a harder shot, you're going to stroke a few times, and then you're going to deliver.
Okay.
Right. I want your delivery to be the same on 90% of your shots.
Okay.
Okay? And here's what it looks like. You can use a short bridge if you want for a soft shot. You don't have to, as long as your stroke is short, right? That's what you're going for. If you have a tendency to come all the way back to your hand every time,
Mm-hmm.
then move your hand closer.
Okay.
Then you can't, right? You have to do a short stroke. What I want is, I want you to do a 3 count. 1, 2, shoot.
Okay.
1, 2, shoot. Figure out what that cadence is for you.
Okay.
Okay, the timing of that shot. And it should be the same for a soft shot, for an easy shot, and for a medium shot. Hard shots, you have to use a little more power. But with these 3, it's all about how far away you are and the acceleration that you use, right? So you're going to accelerate from here to the end of your shot.
Okay.
And then decelerate afterwards with a follow through, right? So the longer you have until you strike the cue ball, the more acceleration there is, the harder you're going to hit the cue ball and the farther it's going to go.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what it looks like. Soft shot. Okay. You can do practice strokes if that helps you, right? Some people just put the stick there. They just want to make sure the aim is right and they get it. Once they're there and you're ready to shoot, 1, 2, deliver. Okay. The delivery is the same as the practice strokes.
Okay.
It's just a follow through. It's just going straight through. Okay. For a softer shot, 1, 2, 3. Notice that? It was the same exact cadence, but I didn't have as far to go.
Got it.
For a little bit harder shot, a little farther back, I'm going to give it a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. See, it goes farther.
Okay.
A little farther back. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
It does.
It's a little bit. It can be a little bit difficult to actually do it.
Execution's always.
It is. It's hard to get from that deliberately hitting the ball at a strength that you think you need versus relying solely on the speed of the cue.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see how you do.
Okay.
I want you to shoot this one super soft. I want that 6 ball to barely dribble in.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe a 1.5 inch stroke.
Okay.
That same cadence that I showed you. Everything, once you're down and you're ready to shoot, at that point, that's when you do your count.
A little hard.
It wasn't bad. What you did there, though, is you kind of went 1, 2, and then you drew back further.
Okay.
And then kind of stopped and then accelerated through. I want you to count it out loud too. When you're ready to shoot, I want you to do the count.
One, 2, 3.
All right, for this one, I want a very, very short stroke. If you have to, put your bridge close, really, really close to the ball. You can get even closer than that if you want. Okay. Short, short, short.
1, 2.
Better. You gave a little bit more oomph on the final stroke.
Okay.
Don't think about shooting the ball. Think about delivering that 1, 2, and delivery.
Okay.
Don't even think about the cue ball. Don't think about the object ball. Just think about the delivery. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
One, 2, 3.
That's better.
A little soft.
That's good. That's good. It's showing that you're not concerning yourself with these two things, you're concerning yourself with the delivery.
Okay.
So same thing.
Okay.
And don't be hesitant. Okay. Don't think, oh, this is supposed to be soft and you don't want to decelerate before you hit the cue ball.
Okay.
That's kind of what you did there.
Okay.
I want you to just go 1. It's like you're swinging the ball. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Got
Right?
it.
Not 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You're not doing that, right? You're just 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. One, 2, 3.
Nice. Exactly. Now let's do the same shot. But I want a little bit longer bridge. I want about a 6-inch bridge on this.
Okay.
Okay. 6-inch stroke.
6-inch stroke or 6-inch bridge?
Stroke.
Okay.
Well, the 6-inch bridge will allow you to do a full stroke.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Now your count is going to be the same exact count that you did.
Okay.
Same speed. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
One,
But you're just going to be accelerating a little bit more. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Let's do the same shot.
I'm almost embarrassed. I don't know these things by now.
Well,
it just seems
some
so
of my
obvious
teaching
now.
method, some of my teaching methods are not conventional. Not a lot of people teach this particular type of stroke drill. But what this does, what I'm trying to do is impart these little rules and little rule of thumb. You'll see a lot of different things about like how to do draw shots and follow shots and what happens to the cue ball if you use this much angle, that sort of thing, right? Those are just rules of thumb, right? Aiming methods. There's a lot of different aiming methods, but ultimately what you're trying to get to is a point where you can just walk up to the table, get down and shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Right. Just like when you go to the store, when you learn how to drive, you have to know how much acceleration to use, how to use the brakes, how to use your turn signals, how to adjust the mirrors, all of that stuff, right? You don't think about that anymore.
Right.
That is all
second nature.
Second nature.
Yeah.
Your subconscious takes care of all of that stuff. And you just get in the car and drive over to my house to get your lesson, right?
Right.
You didn't think about any of that. You just followed the GPS instructions to get here.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, this little thing here is just to kind of get you to practice this so that now in the future, when I have to shoot this ball softly, I know, get up close, and I know how much power because I've done it a million times. I don't have to do the 1, 2, 3.
Right.
But by doing that, it teaches you to slow the cue down, understand that the speed and acceleration of the cue at the moment of contact is what gives the power to the cue ball, not your muscles.
Yeah.
Right. It's purely how much powers, how much speed is this imparting to this ball before it hits it.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood. Just so you know, I'm liking this.
Good.
One, 2, 3.
Nice. Now, if you want to practice this, this is a really good drill. Start with 4 balls.
Okay.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this drill. And this is something you can do on league night, just practicing. So let's take 4 balls and just line them up on the line here. Okay. Now, I want you to come over here and shoot these balls towards the end rail.
Okay.
Like you're doing a lag, but you're not lagging. You're hitting them as soft as possible.
Okay.
The object is how many of these balls can you hit one after another, each one a little harder than the last one before you touch this rail.
Okay.
Okay.
Before I touch the rail.
Right. So this one can go this far. This one comes up to here. This one comes up to here. This one comes up to here.
Okay.
Your next
Got it.
shot has to be between that and the rail, but it can't hit the rail.
Got it.
Okay? You're trying to hit as many balls as you can before hitting the rail. And each ball has to go farther than the last.
Okay. I like this.
This is where you really think about soft hits. And you know how to hit a soft hit. You know how to force yourself to hit a soft hit, right? Okay. You decelerated.
Okay. Okay.
Your stroke was about 3 inches there.
Okay.
If you want to do a soft shot, a super soft shot, all you have to do is 1, 2, 3.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Not come back here and then decelerate when you're hitting it. So get it really close and use about a half-inch stroke, just a really short little.
You're folding your finger in, which I haven't done.
I did that just so I could get closer to the ball without hitting it with my finger.
Yeah, I get it. 1, 2, 3. That was way too hard. Okay.
All right. Go ahead and get down on this, and I'll help you out with this.
Okay.
First thing I want you to do, take a deep breath.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Relax your back arm.
Okay.
Relax. Okay. This is the stroke I want. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay. That's all you have to do. Let the weight of the cue do the work.
Okay.
Okay. Don't push with your back hand. Just let the weight of the cue do the work. And then as long as you have a very short stroke, it's going to impart very little energy to this ball.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Shorter. Short, short, short.
1, 2.
It's better. This drill teaches you the discipline.
Way too hard.
Uh-oh.
In trouble already.
This is why we start off with 4 balls.
Too much.
You kind of poked at that.
I did.
You used your muscle.
I
Don't
definitely.
use your muscle. Just relax. Let the weight of the cue do the work. Okay?
Too much. Interesting.
This will take some practice. Okay?
Well, now I'm getting.
But I just want you to understand what you're doing wrong so that when you're practicing, you can correct it. There you go. And for something like this, to kind of show that you are, well, it didn't hit the rail yet. That's a success. See if you can get right in between those two. Try this. I want just for this drill, I want you to relax your fingers so you're just cradling.
Okay, got it. I'm grossly overthinking at this point. I'm just laughing at the psychology here that's going on in my head.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And like I said, you know, when you've been playing for years and years, trying to do these little things that you've never done before, that's good. That's good. Now, you don't want to be. What we want to do here is we want a nice even. See how it.
Yeah, and I am poking.
A slow,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even when it's short, right? You don't want this.
Yeah, which is what I'm doing.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. You're using the muscles of your arm to do that. Just pull back and then let the weight of the cue move forward.
I think I did it again.
Remember, take a breath. That's better. Oh, did you do it? Yes, barely. Wow, that was impressive. Let's do that again. There you go. Now you're getting the hang of it.
I am now, and I can feel what you're talking about.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Look at that. And all within a tight group. You could have done 12 balls there.
Okay.
That was awesome. Now, I want you to try and do that, but I want you to keep them all here, right?
Okay.
Nice and soft. Don't poke. Just let the weight of the cue do it. There you go. That's better.
Too much.
It's all right. It's much better controlled than you had before.
And I did poke it. Exactly what I just did.
So this, like I said, this is a really good drill for you to try. You can even make it a competition between you and your teammates, just to kind of have some fun with it, you know?
Okay.
It's just like lagging, but instead of trying to get all the way up there and as close to this rail as possible, we're trying different speeds and trying to get as close to this rail without hitting it.
Okay.
Now, stand up. I want you to approach this like you do every shot.
Okay.
Okay? Very deliberate. Even though you're not aiming at anything really, I want you to treat it that way. Get down in the line of the aim, wider stance, a little bit bent at the knees, nice and low. There you go. Remember the cadence. 1, 2, and then just let the cue just fall through the ball. There you go. Even though you made it to the rail, that was a much better stroke.
Yeah, it felt better, and I can see. I get what I get what you're talking about. Again, executing is a lot harder than the execution's harder than the conceptual side.
But as long as you understand the concept behind it and you can practice it, that's what's important. Okay. It's going to take you some time to get to that point where you can start shooting just by touch. You shouldn't even really need to do the cadence or anything like that. You should just know that if I'm like right here, I can just kind of let the weight of the cue.
Got it.
Determine how far it's going to go.
Okay.
Right. You're not really going to be shooting shots like that very often because, especially full length of the table, because the cloth little deviations will cause so you usually want harder shots. Right. But the whole idea behind this is to have that so that you can then start controlling the difference between a 1 a 2, a little bit harder. 2 comes right to the middle of the table. A 3 is a lag. That was not hard enough. Now the difference between a 3 and a 4 you can see the difference in the speed that I used, but it was only about half a table length. Right?
Yeah, right.
As it hits rails, it slows down.
Okay.
Every time it hits a rail, it slows down. So a 5 and you're rarely gonna shoot shots over a 6. A 6 is going to be hard enough to go back to that rail and back to the middle of the table. And that wasn't even hard enough. So if you have to hit harder than that, with the exception of the break, you don't have to shoot that hard.
Too hard.
Almost never have to.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to shoot a shot with some follow, you can shoot with that speed, and the ball will follow nicely.
Okay.
Right? So that's 1 through 6. 1 being to the end of the end rail. Right? Okay. So anything less than that, you're probably not going to be shooting those unless you've got something like this. But even with something like this, you're going to shoot a stop shot,
Right.
right? But if you had to,
Okay.
you could do that. So the whole idea behind this, again, being to calibrate your mind to feeling the soft shots,
Okay.
right? Once you've gotten used to that, you shouldn't need to use that cadence thing anymore. You should just know
Yeah.
how hard, how much acceleration, how far your bridge should be, all of that sort of thing.
Totally understand.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's talk about real strokes now. Okay. Let's shoot this. I want you to shoot a stop shot. I want medium speed. Okay.
Okay.
So this far away, a stop shot should be center of the ball, maybe just a hair below,
Okay.
but not more than that. With medium speed, the ball should stop. And we're going to focus on your delivery, the stroke. Okay. So I want a little bit longer bridge. So when you do a longer bridge, your bridge, so this is your body. If your bridge moves, your whole body should be moving with it.
Okay.
Okay. So if I want you to do a new length of a bridge, I want you to stand up, adjust backwards a little bit,
Okay.
then get back down with the longer. There you go. And then your back arm should be adjusting too, so that it's straight up and down upon contact. Okay. So I want you to take a breath. When you're ready to deliver, I want pull back like you're pulling back on a pinball machine. Okay. And then a smooth delivery forward. And then I want the cue tip to stop it right about there.
Okay.
Nice. A little bit more follow through. But that was really nice delivery. What we want, you'll notice. So say my cue ball's right here. You'll notice that my back arm follows the pendulum, right? So it kind of goes up, comes in, and then comes back up again. When it comes, you notice how my tip drops.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Yep.
And it's about 3 to 4 inches beyond the cue ball, right? Moment of contact, I'm right here. I keep going, I come down. If I don't do the piston stroke, if you go farther than that without touching the rail, touching the cloth, you're using a piston stroke. You're dropping your elbow.
Okay.
Which we do not want. Okay. Your forearm is the only thing moving. You follow through, and you end up come up and hit your chest. That's perfect.
Okay.
Right. Boom, and you're going to stop it right there at the moment it touches the cloth. That's your stopping point.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's move your back arm back just a little bit, straight up and down. Okay. And then ask yourself if you have the green light for a straight shot.
I do.
Okay. And you notice it went off that way.
I did. So it wasn't straight.
So you asked yourself for the green light. You gave yourself the green light, but you didn't have the green light. So that's okay, right? Catalog that.
Right.
And then move on.
Okay.
Your subconscious will eventually take these and go, okay, I know next time, no green light, right? It's gonna eventually learn that this particular configuration of where I'm at and where I'm shooting is not giving me a green light.
Okay.
Right. And it'll just help you adjust in the future. Don't overcompensate, just catalog it and move on. Remember, if you're going to adjust, which you just did, stand up, move your right foot a little bit too. Don't be afraid to move your right foot. Just kind of, there you go. Okay. So when you're ready to strike, I want you to slowly pull back and then deliver straight through.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. Don't be so hesitant.
Okay.
Okay. What's really cool about pool is that you touch the cue ball for a microsecond, right? And in that microsecond, everything that's going to happen to the ball happens.
Right.
Right? Backspin, forward spin, left and right spin, speed, everything is determined in that instant. After that, nothing you do on this with the stick or anything, swerving or swooping or standing up or whatever you do is not going to affect the cue ball.
Okay.
It will affect the cue ball in that if you stand up, it's possible you might be standing up or starting to stand up in the middle of your stroke, which is why we try to prevent that. We try to make sure you stay down, stroke straight through. But because of that instant, you don't have to worry about slowing down your cue or anything like that. Just deliver, and the cue ball will do the rest.
Okay. Well, I like that. My stop shots before I've usually done more of a snap shot, and
you don't need that.
You don't clearly don't.
No, because the like I said, the cue is going to impart the physics to the ball the moment of contact. What you do afterwards, jerking it back or anything, is not going to affect it. So follow through. Perfect. That was nice. How'd that feel?
That felt actually really good.
Good.
It's nice seeing it stop right where I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm. Let's do that shot again. Yeah. Same thing. Stop shot. That was perfect speed too. Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
Well, I feel like I'm actually learning something here.
Hey, imagine that.
At my age.
You're a youngin'. I've got a guy who's I think in his 70s. He's a regular. Nice. Okay. I like the way you're delivering that. It's very deliberate. It's smooth. That's how all of your shots should be. Okay. Let's do this one with a little bit more power.
Okay.
Okay. And a little bit lower. I want you to actually do a draw shot.
Okay.
Okay. But exactly the same thing. Don't worry about anything except just delivering the cue. Beautiful.
This is a lot more finesse than I've been playing with.
Yep.
That's for sure.
The draw shot is not about power. It's about hitting it properly at the right speed.
It's more of a poke, and I didn't do what you told me to do.
The stroke looked pretty good. You just raised up the cue tip a little bit. Okay. If you hit the ball at a certain speed and it doesn't draw back like you expected it to, it's because you hit it at a certain point.
Too high.
If you hit it at exactly the right point every time, it's going to do exactly the same thing every time.
Okay.
Right? This is pure physics. These balls don't change their properties. Do you have a fear of when you're doing a draw shot of scooping the ball?
No.
You do not?
No.
Okay. Now I want you to aim this one very low. Very low, and give a brisk delivery, okay? Nice. Okay. There is a bridge that I can show you to help you prevent yourself from coming up on the ball. Okay? And this bridge, some people, even though you might not be afraid of scooping or anything like that, subconsciously, when you're going low, subconsciously you're lifting up.
Okay.
Right? Because you're so used to hitting the center of the ball that hitting low just doesn't feel right.
Right.
Right. So what this bridge does, it's another one of those tools that gets your brain reset, right? Like our cadence count, similar, to a point where you're like, I can hit this low. My subconscious knows I can hit this low. I don't have to be afraid or worry or whatever, make my tip come up, right? I know I can hit it at exactly that spot, and it's not going to It's not going to jump. It's not going to miscue. Okay. So it's called a fist bridge.
Okay.
Okay. Don't know if I've seen you use a closed bridge. Have you used a closed bridge?
I have, and I don't like it.
You don't.
No.
Okay.
It's very uncomfortable for me.
Okay. Well, this is a closed bridge.
Okay. Well, it's okay.
So what I want you to do is I want you to make a fist, but I want you to keep your fingers straight, not tucked in.
Okay.
Okay. And then I want you to put that on the table.
Okay.
Go ahead. And then I want you to put your thumb on the table.
Okay.
Okay. So all your knuckles and your thumb are touching the table.
Okay.
Okay. Now lift this finger up. Stick your cue in there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you shoot, you're going to be as level as possible, so you're not going to be raised up. Okay. And I want you to notice your thumb on the table, always on the table. And this is a closed bridge with this on the thumb.
Okay.
You notice how low you are right now?
I do.
Now, I want you to just stop. I want you to hold on to this.
Okay.
No, hold on to it.
Okay.
Keep it on your thumb. Notice that you can't raise it.
Right.
When you do a proper bridge, you should be able to tuck that finger in and just hold it down like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. You can't come up.
Okay.
If you have a proper fist bridge, it's not going to come up.
Okay.
As long as you stroke, so go ahead and stroke. Keep this as level as possible. Stroke farther. You notice that you're lifting up. Don't lift up.
It's hitting the.
I know, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Okay.
Okay? Does that make sense?
It does.
So what you want to do is you want to have a nice close, this is what it looks like. You have a nice close, and I actually stick my pinky finger out.
Okay.
As long as your thumb and the knuckles that are tucked are on the table. Okay, and I'm holding it down on my thumb so that I can't lift it up.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
It doesn't move at all. Then I can strike the ball, and I'm striking it very low, and it will strike in that position every time.
Okay.
I can't make it come up
Got
I lift my thumb up.
it. Okay.
Right? So you have to be disciplined enough to keep your thumb down.
Got it.
Give that a try.
Okay.
Do you use a glove?
No, but I would like to, because this is one thing. My
Mm-hmm.
hands right now are sweaty, and it's. And there we go.
So what
Okay.
probably happened there is,
I scooped it.
well, you lifted up your cue
Okay.
on the back end. If you're doing this and you lift up even a little bit, you're
Okay.
going to hit the cloth early. Okay?
Okay.
Keep it down as low as possible. Your draw shots, you should be as level as you can. So right on the rail is perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's give yourself just a little bit of an angle so you're not on the pocket, you're actually on the rail.
Okay.
Now nice good grip, thumb on the table. Okay, just follow through. See how much draw that gives you?
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
So the idea behind the fist bridge is not something that you're going to use all the time. It is to help you to see exactly where you want to hit the ball. And if you can do that with an open bridge or a closed bridge, whatever you use, and still get your nice draw shot, then you're hitting it in the right place.
Okay.
Okay. Another way that you can do this, you can take a stripe, make sure you chalk up nicely, especially on the edges. That's the part of the tip, the cue tip, that is going to actually touch the ball.
Okay.
On a draw shot, see that?
Yep, I do. Yep.
It's the edge that's going to hit it.
Okay.
So use this as your cue ball. And with the stripe perfectly straight, perfectly level, you should be able to aim at the low part of that stripe. Not below it, the middle of your tip, right at the stripe.
Jeez. Too low. Interesting. This is.
What we're doing is we're kind of figuring out where the limit is. So if you do that, it's because you lift it up. Don't lift up. Keep it nice and level. So you shouldn't even be this high up. You should be down.
Oh,
there you go. There you go.
Okay.
And what's great about it,
it gives me a lot more draw than I'm used to.
It does, but it also allows you to do stop shots with relatively soft hits, right? Hit nice and low. You don't have to hit a stop shot super hard. You can shoot it pretty soft and still get the ball to stop, because by the time it reaches there, it stops spinning backwards. Right?
Okay.
So we're not really covering draw and follow and all that during this lesson, but I just wanted to show you, this is all part of your stroke, right?
Yeah.
This one teaches you keep your cue as level as you possibly can. You should almost never have to come up. If you're shooting over a ball, yes. If you're trying to masse, trying to curve the ball, then yes, raise up. Otherwise, keep your cue as level as possible.
Okay.
You should almost always be brushing the rail.
Okay.
Right? All right, let's see. I want to see you shoot a couple of these.
Okay.
So what you can do, this drill is a good one, especially on the 9-footers. Do you shoot at Crown? Is that where you play league?
No, we're out of CJ's, which is awful.
Oh,
but, yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever get out to Crown?
I have been out there, yeah.
Okay.
Which one's Crown now? Wait, it was
San Ramon?
Oh no, I don't go down there. No.
Oh no. Okay.
No.
Where do you live?
I'm in Pleasant Hill, but my office is in Danville. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, then yeah, you should check it out. It's a great room. We got 13 9-foot tables.
Oh wow.
And that's where I play league out.
Okay.
Doug plays out of there too.
Okay.
So yeah.
Frankly, I spend my favorite place to go play is the Roundup, just on there. But I don't bring my own sticks. I just play in the house.
Really?
But well,
you've also got Q and Brew.
Q and Brew's there. Farrington's is near my house, but I just don't like Farrington's.
Yeah, Farrington's isn't that great. Q and Brew is nice because at least they're not great tables.
No,
but for doing drills and for practicing and stuff, they're
that I like, and that's probably where I should be going.
Yeah, they charge a little bit much for their tables, but anyway, whatever table you're on, 1 diamond on the head string and 1 diamond away on the foot string.
Okay.
Right? That's a straight in shot.
Okay.
Okay. It's a really good one to practice. This helps you practice your aim, and I also want you to practice hitting it as a stop shot.
Okay.
Okay.
And these are my nemesis, because I don't know.
So it's interesting when you have certain shots that you have trouble with.
Yep.
It's psychological, because this shot is no different than the shots we were doing, right? They really are no different. You have to trust that, and you have to follow the same discipline.
Okay.
Same discipline. Okay. Okay. There you go.
Okay, you're right, because I was shooting the way I normally shoot until I just did that one.
Right. Your delivery on the stroke was a lot better.
Yeah.
You're straighter.
Yeah.
You did put a little bit of spin on it, but I have a great drill for you, and I'm sure you've probably seen it before, that will help you with that. But this is a good drill, just for, and they don't have to be this long, but on a 7-foot table, this is a pretty good drill.
These are my toughest shots.
They're only tough because you're psychologically letting them be tough. I'm serious.
I shouldn't laugh. And I
Remember your approach. A little bit
Okay.
farther back.
Okay.
All right. Come down on the line. Give yourself a nice bridge. Okay. You don't have to be so close. Give yourself a little bit longer bridge. Just remember that if you bridge longer, just move your grip hand back on your stick so you're still straight up and down. Okay. Then ask yourself the green light question. Are you lined up? Is it good?
No.
Make an adjustment. Then a nice smooth follow through on your stroke. Let's try a little bit longer bridge this time.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is I want you to find a comfortable bridge. We're gripping right about here.
Okay.
Right about this ridge back here.
Okay.
Okay. So if you use the grip to force yourself to do a certain bridge length, keep your grip there, right? And then you'll see where the cue, where the contact point is on the cue. And then when you get to the right length, you'll just feel it.
And
right?
slide your hand in. I see.
Yeah. So I can see that holding it back here, I got a nice long bridge. I might not want one that long, so maybe come up a little bit.
Okay.
Right. So on this shot here, to me, it just naturally, I can even hold it like this. You'll see a lot of people do this.
Yes.
Okay. If you hold back here, you can just kind of feel where your bridge is going to be. See that?
Yeah. Okay.
If you hold it here, you can see where your bridge is going to be.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to be about that far from the ball. So I can just drop down to that far from the ball, and I'm almost in the perfect spot.
Okay.
Right? Get down on the shot, a little bit longer bridge, then adjust my backhand so I'm straight up and down. I ask myself, am I nice and straight? And once everything is good, you don't have to worry about the delivery anymore. Just a smooth delivery.
Okay.
Okay. One of the most important aspects of pool is trust, and that's trust in yourself. Trust that you're aimed correctly.
Okay.
Trust that you're going to deliver it correctly. Trust that when you actually shoot, it's going to do what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
Right. And as long as you keep listening to that green light voice in your head, it's going to start giving you the proper green light advice more and more often.
Okay.
Right. And just trust it. Let's do a longer bridge.
Okay.
There you go. Now that you have the bridge, I want you to kind of stand up, do a little micro adjustment, and come back down. So everything should feel natural and good. Shouldn't feel like you're stretching. There you go.
Okay.
I think you'll find that you're going to start making more and more of these as you're learning to trust yourself.
Okay.
And asking yourself about the green light. A little bit more power on this one too. Ooh, that looked good. That looked good. Your aim was just a hair off, but the delivery was really nice. Okay, remember, if you have to adjust, stand up a little bit. Even the tiniest little micro adjustment while you're still down, it's going to throw the linkages off.
So,
I have some water here, by the way, in case you want.
thank you.
Yeah.
That was way off.
I know it can feel frustrating at times, but try not to get too frustrated.
Okay.
Even misses are a learning opportunity.
Okay.
Okay. As long as you kind of do a really quick assessment, why did I miss that? Right? And then just throw it away and try the next one. Yeah, the thing that you need to remember is if you have to adjust, if your answer to green light is no, you've got to stand up.
Okay.
You have to get up and readjust, even if it's just a micro adjustment to come up and just kind of do that, right? If you don't have a green light, you have to get up and adjust.
Okay.
Okay. If you're down here and you're like, no green light, but I'm just off just a half an inch, so I'm just going to adjust a little bit here. Now everything's off. The linkages are no longer straight.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand.
It's got to be locked in. If you're not locked in, stand up, readjust. Bingo.
Yeah.
And I actually saw that. First two times you were not quite lined up right.
Right.
You got up that second time and readjusted and got down, you were
helped.
right on line.
Yeah.
Oops. How's your back arm feel?
Off, clearly.
Okay. Well, I want to know how, when I
Yeah.
ask you how it feels, I want to know if it feels right or did it feel off?
No, it felt off.
How's
but
it feel now?
Now it feels normal.
Okay.
And well, so what I'm used to doing is this. So I need to get used to repositioning.
So when you are straight up and down,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the middle of your swing, the moment of
Mm-hmm.
contact, then you're looking at a pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you're farther back, now what you're doing is you're pushing the stick. You're driving it. Right?
Yeah.
And if you're driving the stick, it's much easier to come
Walking
off.
around. Yeah.
Right. So
Sorry.
so that's one of the reasons why we do the pendulum swing.
Mm-hmm.
And we want the back arm straight up and down.
Yeah.
A tiny bit forward allows you to do a little bit more finesse, not as much power.
Okay.
A little bit farther back, still straight up and down, but a tiny bit farther back helps you deliver a little bit more power. But other than that,
Great.
you want to be straight up and down. And you should always be assessing all of that.
Okay. I just looked at the time. We're
Yeah,
six.
we're good. We got till 6.
I thought it said 6:30.
No, it's 5:30.
Oh God, I'm freaking out. I'm sorry. Okay, good. Never mind. Let's just.
So I do want to introduce you to a really good practice
Okay.
routine. I'd like to spend like the last half hour here working on that. It's called progressive practice. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
The idea behind progressive practice is you try a certain type of shot over and over again and make it progressively harder.
Okay.
If you miss the shot, you make it progressively easier.
Okay.
Okay. The idea is to find out where your break-even point is.
Okay.
That break-even point is the score that you get, and then you can do it again, and then you can do it again and again and again. And the idea being that you'll try to increase that score.
Okay.
Right. So the first one is the stop shot.
Okay.
Okay. And I have a booklet that I'm going to give you that's going to, and I'll show you how it works. It's going to kind of outline how all these different tests work, but I just want to show you how progressive practice works. So the stop shot has the ball right here, just about a ½ inch off the rail in front of the pocket. And you're going to shoot on the diamonds. Doesn't have to be right along the rail. It could be a little bit off, but it's a straight shot. Make this ball into the corner, and then stop the ball somewhere inside this square.
Okay.
Okay. If you touch the end rail, that's a miss. That's a fail. If you don't make the ball, it's a miss. Okay. Obviously, that's an easy shot.
Yeah.
That's a little bit harder, but it's still a pretty easy shot. Your next shot's going to be here. If you miss, you move the ball forward. If you make it, you move the ball backwards.
Okay.
You're going to shoot this shot 10 times. So you can, the best thing to do is just line up 10 balls.
Okay.
So we'll put these here. You can start anywhere you want to. You don't have to start on one. If you've been doing this drill for a while and you're pretty consistent on getting 3, then you can start at 3. What this is doing is it's finding your break-even point, right?
Okay.
The more you miss, the farther up you go. The more you make it, the farther back you go. So if you get to a point where you're 50-50 on certain shots, that's where you're going to hover.
And okay, and where do you want the stop shot?
The stop shot has to stop somewhere inside this area.
Okay. All right.
So if you hit this in and you drift over here, that's good.
Yeah.
But if you drift over here, that's no good.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, let's start you off at 3.
Okay.
It's okay if you hit this rail.
Fail.
Now remember, this is a stop shot. This is not a slow roll in.
Okay.
This is a stop shot. You have to hit it harder.
Okay.
And it has to slide into the ball. Good. Then now you're back to 3.
Okay. Somebody, there you go. Nope.
Nope. And now you're back to 2.
Okay.
Okay, you broke the plane of this, so that's not a good shot.
Okay.
So now you're on 1.
Okay.
It's all right.
Boy.
Drew it back. You don't have to. You can be here if you want.
Okay.
Good. Even though you're allowed to drift back as long as it doesn't come back, try to do a plant. Okay. Try to stop it right on the dot. There you go. Now remember your delivery. Okay. Don't fall behind on your stroke. Okay. Remember pre-shot routine. Remember your stroke. Right. Nice.
Okay.
Nice smooth follow through. All of that.
Okay.
Think about the speed that you're using, how much draw you're using in order to make this ball and stop right there. Remember when you did the stop shot here and you didn't have to hit it very hard.
That's right.
Right? This is more about technique. This is not about slamming the ball in. Now here's the thing with a stop shot. If you hit it hard, you can hit closer to the center. If you hit it soft, you have to hit it lower.
Okay.
Because the idea is that this cloth makes the ball want to roll. We're
Right.
trying to fight that. We want it to slide in this ball. So if you hit it hard, it'll slide the whole way.
Okay.
If you hit it softer, it'll start rolling forward. So you have to start off going backwards so that it stops sliding backwards at the moment of contact.
Got it.
It's a judgment call on speed of the hit and how low you hit it. Ooh. Okay. So you scored a 2. After your final shot, if you make it, your score is where you would shoot the next one from.
Okay.
So you scored a 2 on that one.
Okay.
So the idea is that you start all over, grab
Okay.
10 more balls, and do it again.
Okay.
All right. And you just do that over and over again. What's great about progressive practice is it's up to you what you want to do. You can start anywhere you want to.
Right.
You can progress by half diamonds if you want to.
Okay.
Right. Because what you're trying to do is trying to dial into where's your trouble spot.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say that you find that you're starting to get consistent at it, but you're having trouble getting past 4. Right. You're hovering around 3.5 to 4 on and you're just not able to improve. Now you can just set up a million of these shots, right? Put a bunch of balls down here.
Oops, I beg your pardon.
So now you can, and you don't even have to be right at the you can just set it up like that. And then you just start practicing these shots. Until you start getting the hang of, oh, okay, so this is how much power, this is how much draw. You know, if you used a lot of draw, but you didn't use a lot of power and it ended up falling into the pocket anyway, then you know you got to use a little more power.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
So that's progressive practice.
Okay.
The cool thing is you can set up your own progressive practice on anything that you want, as long as you can figure out a way to try the shot and make it progressively harder.
Yeah. Got it.
You could do something like, I'm practicing cut shots.
Okay.
And I'm going to do and these are almost always all up to 7, right? So there's 7 shots. This ball on the diamond, shoot it in. Put it back on the diamond, shoot it in. Put it back, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it.
Okay.
Right? And if you miss them, you go back. There's another progressive practice you just invented.
Okay.
Right? So there's all kinds of ones that you can do. I have 4 of them in this book, and these are the ones that are the gold standards.
Okay.
So the stop shot was the first one I showed you.
Okay.
Second one is the follow shot. This one's a little bit different in that the ball, the cue ball and the object ball both travel with you. Okay. So cue ball or the object ball on 1.
Yes.
You're going to make this ball and follow the cue ball into this area.
Okay.
Anywhere in here. You
Okay.
can hit the rail, that's fine.
Okay.
But it has to stop within
okay.
this diamond.
Yep.
Okay. So let's try this one. Easy peasy.
Okay.
You don't have to make these 2 straight in.
Okay.
You can give yourself a slight angle. What you're doing is just following into this area here.
Okay.
Barely. No, 4. You're on 4.
Oh, got it. Yep.
And then you can, like I said, give yourself a slight angle so you're following it into the pocket. Now, don't miss the shot. There you go. Adjust. Okay. And follow it down.
Not enough.
There you go. So that's what you're going to do the same thing. Yep. You got to come all the way down here.
Got it. Not quite.
Nope. Try that one again. Now don't overcut it. Okay. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Let's try a little harder one. You have to remember here that you need enough forward spin so that when it stops, when it hits this, it has enough forward spin that it's going to gather
Continue.
speed
Yeah.
and continue down.
Got it.
So you can't, when you hit high on the cue ball, you're not overspinning the ball. Okay, you're just imparting forward roll on it.
Okay.
But hitting it harder means it's going faster,
Sure.
which means it has more spin. So at the moment it stops, when it hits this ball, it's going to have more spin that's going to take over, peel out, and then come down the table.
You got it.
So more speed means more follow, essentially. It's the right idea. It's the right idea. But you can see that this, this is a difficult drill. It's not easy.
Not enough. And a missed shot.
Got to make it too. If you miss the shot, you have to. It's
come back.
Considered a miss, and you got to move forward. So that's the follow shot.
Okay.
The draw shot, similar to the stop. Only this one, you've got to draw it back past this diamond.
Okay.
That's pretty easy when you're up close. You've got to hit it nice and low. Got to hit it low. Pull it back. There you go. This one can be really tough because this ball's not moving. This ball's coming back, and you still have to draw it past this diamond.
Okay.
For level 1, all you have to do is draw past this diamond. For level 2, you've got to draw it back to within 2 diamonds of where you started.
Okay.
Yeah. You're going to have to really punch this one. That's actually success because it came back and passed the diamond. But you got to be careful not to be hitting rails. So that's the draw shot.
Okay.
The last one in the progressive practice, which I'll show you shortly. You're going to have this about between half a diamond away. Okay. Incidentally, when you're counting the diamonds on a rail, this is a diamond, and then the point of this, where it hits the rail here, that's a diamond.
Okay.
So on this coming from this direction, this is the diamond.
Okay.
The diamond is not the back of the pocket.
I got it.
Okay. It's this length, right? Which is right here.
Okay.
So you're going to be half a diamond. You can do it here, you can do it on this side. I suggest doing both because do all of these drills on both sides of the table.
Okay.
Helps you stay balanced. Okay, either way, you're going to start with the cue ball on this diamond. So you're in the middle of the table on the diamonds. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
All you have to do is make that ball.
Okay.
Okay. So, like for instance, you could shoot a 4. So go ahead.
And where does the cue need to be left?
Doesn't matter. Just don't scratch. Okay. You miss. Again, this is half an inch off and between the 2 diamonds. So when you miss, your next shot's from the third diamond now. Right here.
In the middle?
It has to be
In the middle.
in the middle of the table.
Got it.
So if you were to draw a grid
Mm.
on the diamonds, there's four grids this way and 8 grids that way.
Okay.
Okay. The diamonds are where the grids intersect.
Okay.
Okay. So on the diamond, on the diamond. Good. Now you can move back to 4. There you go. Now you can move to 5. Remember that you're even with the diamonds.
Got it.
And then you'd move back to 4. So that's how the progressive practice works.
Okay. Got it.
So I'll show you the book. The book just kind of tells you how to set these things up in case you forget. This kind of explains what progressive practice is.
Okay.
This was actually designed by Bob Jewett. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's like one of the foremost authorities on pool physics. I actually read his book growing up and had the honor of him being the guy who certified me to be an instructor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is 1. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the ones that we were just doing here.
Okay.
So A, B, C, and D. The stop shot, the gray area shows you the target. That little line there shows you the object ball stays right there. Cue ball moves with each shot.
Okay.
Follow shot, they both move with each shot.
Okay.
The object ball being on the diamond for your score. Okay?
Okay.
Just like we did. Draw shot, this one tells you. This ball stays here. You start on this one here. Draw back at least 1 diamond.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
Understood.
And here's your cut shot.
Yep.
This ball here is, it's 1 inch off the rail. I was actually closer to the rail. 1 inch off the rail, it's a pretty easy shot. It's almost straight in from number 1. Okay? But and you shoot from the middle of the table on the diamonds. Simple. You get really good at these, then you get to move on to the next ones. Then you have to stop in this area. For the follow, you've got to stop in that little area without scratching. The draw shot, you have to draw at least as far as the starting point.
Okay.
And then the cut shots farther away from the pocket and farther away.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
On this line instead. And as I said, it gets harder. This one, you've got to stop it perfectly. Right? This one, follow shot, you have to follow to scratch.
Okay.
So you actually have to scratch on that one. This one, you draw back as far as the start, but no more than 2 diamonds extra. So if you start from 4, you've got to hit it, draw it back to between 4 and 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
As
it's
you can
getting
see,
hard.
Yeah. This is getting hard.
Yeah.
It gets harder and harder.
Okay.
There are 5 levels.
Okay.
I struggle with 4 and 5. Those are really rough. So anyway, this is yours.
Great.
There's a page in the back where you can keep a log.
Yeah. Cool.
I will I'm going to send you an email when we're done.
Yeah.
Probably be a couple of days because I have to wait until the YouTube video is done processing and everything. So I can send you a link to the video. I'll send you a link to the progressive practice.
Okay.
Because you can print, if you lose this, you can.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah.
And then you can also print off more of these pages if you want.
Okay.
You just record your score. So today's date, set number 1. The set number is 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're doing set number 1. What is your score on each of the 4 drills?
Okay.
Total them up, and then you give yourself a score, like an average between them or whatever.
Okay.
you can use this any way you want to just kind of keep track. This is a more disciplined way to practice.
Yeah, which I like.
So let me show you one more practice that's not
Yeah.
progressive. Leave this with your stuff so you don't forget it.
I'll set it right here.
This one you may have seen before. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a dark striped ball, because you have the gray chalk. All right. So you're going to start exactly in the middle of the head string. A lot of tables there's a mark, but
Yep.
if not, you can actually go from here to the diamond and just put the ball right in the center of that. And then if you have a pen, you can just mark it with a little pen or something.
Okay.
So this is what I want you to do. So come over here, you're going to shoot this along the length of the table. Make sure that you put chalk on your cue.
I did.
Now, the idea of this drill is, one, you're going to hit it right down the center of the table. You can aim at the spot, or if you can see it, you can aim at the diamond. Or if you want to, put a piece of chalk right on the diamond. Aim at the chalk.
Okay.
The idea is the cue ball to go up, hit that rail, and come back. You're not going to move. It should come back and hit the tip of your cue.
Okay.
Okay. The other goal of this is that the stripe should not wobble.
Okay.
And I'll show you what that looks like. So if I hit right in the center, aim this right at the pocket. I'm going to shoot this in the pocket. Okay. If I hit this right in the center, if I hit it right, the stripe should not wobble. Wobbled a little bit, but that's okay. And that was a center ball hit. If I don't hit it in the center, the ball will still go straight, but it'll have a little bit of side spin. If it has a tiny, tiny bit of side spin, even the smallest amount, that stripe wobbles a lot.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
So what we want is the stripe to stay up and down, no wobble.
Okay.
Hit that rail, come back, and hit your tip.
Okay.
And the reason we want to make sure that we have the chalk, that's also, obviously it's part of our routine now, right?
Right.
But we also are doing that because it'll leave a mark on the stripe, which is why we use a stripe color that's opposite of what you're using. So if you use the blue, use like the 9-ball.
Okay.
That way you can see the little dot on there. Hit about a half tip above center.
Way too hard.
That was good though. That was good. It didn't wobble too much, and came right back. And you can see you hit that right in the center. You see that?
Yeah, I do.
If you hit it a little softer, you'll actually see a better mark. Make sure you chalk on every shot. And this should be perfectly perpendicular and pointed straight at the foot spot. Now remember your stroke. Nice and easy. Follow through. It's good. That's good. Yeah. And can you see where you hit?
I do. Right center.
Yep. It's just a tiny, tiny bit to the left. I mean, if you look at that, you can see.
Yeah.
Just a hair. You had a little bit of wobble, and the ball came about here. Probably because of that. Might not have. Here's the thing about spin. When you hit the ball, it's forward roll spin on this axis here, and it's side spin on this axis.
Okay.
Are completely independent.
Okay.
Okay. So that means if I hit a ball straight, but with lots of spin, it's still going to go straight.
Okay.
Okay. The spin affects how it hits the rail.
Okay.
Right? When it hits the rail and it's spinning, it comes off at an angle.
Okay.
So with right hand spin, again, it's going to go straight, until the spin hits the rail, and then it goes this way.
Okay. And yeah, I get it. It imparts that energy that way. Yeah.
Right. So what happens is when it's rolling on this axis, right?
Yeah.
When it's spinning side to side, it's spinning on this axis.
I got it.
But because it's one solid ball, the two of those effects are combined, and it looks like it's spinning like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, what it does, the effect of that spin is that it looks like it's spinning like this, but as it's rolling down the table, it continues to roll, so it continues to spin on this axis. But when it spins, it slows down and eventually stops.
Right.
Right? You can see how quickly that stops. Right? Even with that much spin, it stops. And it's kind of cool as you can see that as it's going down. You'll see the tilt do this, and then the tilt will kind of do that.
Okay.
See that? It's tilting to the side,
I
and
do.
now it's straight.
Interesting.
So a lot of times what can happen is you can get that wobble. The wobble is because of that side spin, but you hit it so infinitesimally off of center that the amount of spin you're imparting is like that much, right? That much.
Yeah.
And by the time it reaches about halfway down the table, it's no longer doing that sideways thing. It's straight.
Yeah. I get
So
it.
by the time it hits the end rail, it's still straight and it'll come back straight.
Okay.
You can hit it a little off center and still have it come down, hit there, and come right back to your cue. Okay. Even though you didn't hit it dead center. Okay. That's why we use the stripe and try not to make it wobble, because that is showing us that even though we hit it with little enough side spin that it came back straight, we can still see the effect of the side spin we imparted on it.
I got it.
Does that make sense?
It does.
So let me see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do this. Here we go.
Nice.
That's ideally what you want.
Okay.
That's as hard as you have to hit it. And there's where I hit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I see that.
Almost dead center. So
Yeah.
a little bit above. You want to hit a little bit above center. What's a really good trick or a really good test is when you get really good at this. Harder hits are a little bit harder to control, a little bit harder to hit right in the center. So you can shoot them harder. And you can also impart some draw.
Okay.
Draw exaggerates the amount of side spin you put on it, right? So ultimately what you want to do is try to make the same thing work, hitting draw right in the center. You see that?
I do.
It was perfect until it stopped, and then all of a sudden it started wobbling.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy, but that's... So that's your drill. That's the one this is a good one to do for 10 minutes before you're playing in league or anytime you get on the table. If you're having trouble shooting those real long straight ones, do this because that'll show you if your aim is correct.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You can do this with the chalk and just have it come back up. The other thing you can do to truly see if your aim is accurate is put two balls on the table. Separate them by however much you want to test. Let's say about 1/4 inch each. So you got a 1/2 inch of leeway on that. And then do the same drill, but try not to touch those balls.
Okay.
And what's kind of cool about this is if you do exactly what you did before, where you hit it down the center and came straight back, those balls have no effect. Now, look at your stance.
Yeah. So it's old habits.
Yes, it is. Those balls are there to just basically stand there and intimidate you. But they shouldn't affect you at all. Perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I like that. Okay.
But you did have a little bit of wobble.
I saw that. Yeah.
So this is, I mean, you could hit it straight and hit your tip, 20 times in a row, but still have trouble with the wobble. So you're really, really focusing on center ball hit, center ball hit, center ball hit.
Okay. Okay.
This is a really good drill for you.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. And we've reached the end.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Saturated,
Okay.
but that's good. Oop, now I can't get my.
Need some help?
Yeah, apparently I do.
There you go.
Can you? That's different.
There you go.
I think I had it that tight.
Yeah, you really with these threaded joints. My joint is a little different. I got one of the quick release.
Oh yeah.
Unilock.
Yeah.
With the threaded ones, you just have to go snug. You don't
Okay.
have to go.
Don't tighten it.
You
Yeah,
don't
okay.
have to tighten it so hard. You'll eventually. You won't strip it, but it'll eventually.
It loosens it all up. Yeah, yeah.
Just go snug, but you'll notice that this pops right off.
Oh, that's slick.
It's only got about half of a thread holding it on.
Oh, nice.
I don't even have to. It's not even a full turn.
Is that how they built those? Somebody fit that?
It's a one full turn, so it's one thread.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was designed that way.
Yeah. That's not a Robbie thing.
No. No. So yeah, when I put these on, I got to make sure it's nice and snug.
Okay. Yeah, these are. I've never had that one. I've never. That one's new, so and usually tight. Oops. Okay, how do I settle up with you?
Cash works if you have it.
I think I do.
It'll be $60.
Yeah, I definitely have that.
Yeah, this thread's a little loose.
Yeah, and that's an
older one.
That's an old stick. I've had that for a long time. Did you know Jesse?
Jesse
Taylor, Indian long hair.
No, I don't know Jesse Taylor. No.
Yeah,
There's a little loose. All right, let's see.
I'd like to do this again. I don't know what
Okay.
your schedule's like.
I get some change.
Mine's a challenge.
Thanks. Best thing to do. So, I play in tournaments on weekends. I work full time, and we also make lots of trips up to see our grandkids, as you can see.
Yes, I saw that. Congrats on that, by the way. Where do they live?
Portland.
Oh,
so
yeah. We
try to make trips up there. We try to go once a month. It's not always that often, but so we put 30 days out. We make sure that the schedule's up to date, so you can just go and to my booking site.
Yeah.
And see if. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Yeah, you go out to the booking site and it'll. I have Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I do lessons.
Okay.
If you want to come out then, and then also the weekends if they're open.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I unfortunately work and have a day job, and I do air shows, so I do a lot of display flying, and I work with a group. We do memorial flights for. So
cool.
Okay. A lot of volunteer work.
Right.
But and I've got teenage kids.
Oh, really? Well, there you go. All right. Well,
but this was good, and I'd like to do more for sure.
Yeah, we can work on whatever you think you need some help on. If you need to go over the stuff that we've done today, I will be sending you the link to the video. The video will have everything.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I should probably stop that.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, you need your microphone.
Yep.
That'd be a funny thing to come home with. Supposed to go see my sister.
Thank you.
She'd wonder why she's being recorded.
Yeah, I've had one or two people walk off with this. Not